Hello everyone, it's Glenda and welcome back to my channel, Creative Grandma. Today's video I wanted to give you an update on the Crochet Nation publication. It's a brand new publication and I just got my first issue today. Now what I like is they do put it inside an envelope. Now this publication is in newspaper form and I can't wait. So many of you might have already got yours if you see my previous video. Now I live on the East Coast and this come all the way from Wyoming. So it's clear across on the West Coast. So mine come like a day or two later than some of you. But I did get some emails where some of you already got your issue. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And here it is. So let's just review what you get in the Crochet Nation and see if this is something you may enjoy. Now, this publication is $8.95. Now, it does have a reduced price for the first issue. It does say $5. It still says $5 on the website, and you do pay shipping. Now, I paid $3.95. But I'm not sure if this ships out of the country. If it does, then it might have a higher shipping cost and it might take a lot longer to get. Now, it is $60 a year and I'm not sure if the shipping's on that. I think you have to pay shipping as well, but I'm not sure. And you can get all the information. I'll put a link in the description box underneath the video. And if you click that link, it'll take you right to Crochet Nation's website. Now, I'm not an affiliate with Crochet Nation. I just was told about it, I got excited about it, and I just wanted everybody to know about it. Let me tell you a couple changes that they're already making. Issue number 1 was printed in 2 different sections. Issue number 2 is going to be just one section to make it easier to hold and read and glance through your paper. The other changes are they're adding extra pages. We love that. We love more crochet content. They're doing more in-depth articles on historic pieces, designer highlights, and fun community segments on their audience. They are also taking your feedback seriously, and they're implementing it to improve and get better with each issue. So it's nice. It's a new publication, so any feedback helps them take a positive attitude on how to change the publication to better suit what you want. So this is what the first issue looks like. Again, it's in newspaper form. It says Crochet Nation. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit and then show you what I'm seeing here. The first thing I'm seeing is From My Hooks to Yours, a note from Brittany Smiley. She is the editor-in-chief of Crochet Nation. And I'm just going to read what she says because I really think this is wonderful for the crochet community that we have another resource for crochet content. And this is just wonderful. It says, "Dear readers, welcome to the very first issue of Crochet Nation. This paper is a love letter to crocheters everywhere, a place to celebrate our craft, unwind, and spark creativity. I wanted to create something that feels like a breath of fresh air, a nostalgic throwback to a physical newspaper, but filled with patterns, inspiring stories, fun games, and thoughtful surprises, without any bad news. Whether you're curling up with your yarn solo or connecting with fellow crocheters, I hope Crochet Nation becomes something you look forward to every month. A little happy mail, and it is happy mail. Thank you for being part of this journey. Let's make something magical together." So just a great intro to Brittany's new publication. I also see an article on tools of the trade, favorites this month, book, podcast, and show recommendations. It also has a random act of crochet kindness heart pattern. And there's some other patterns here that I think you'll enjoy. So I'm just going to give you a sneak peek. There's what it looks like, all those articles. Now, when I turn the page, I have to say I really love the way this is put together. I know a lot of times I have trouble with my eyes, especially if you're an older person. Sometimes we gotta use the readers. Now, the next page is the ombre textured blanket. It's so easy to read this pattern. Everything is well written. I can see it very clearly. So I'm just going to show you the top. I don't want to give everything in the paper away. That's the purpose of having the publication, so you subscribe. But right over here, you're going to see that ombre blanket. And it gives you all the instructions very clearly in the publication. The next thing I see is a wonderful article about yarn knitting and espionage, the secret weapon of resistance. And it just gives you an article about World War II, and it shows a photograph of women in Berlin, Germany, knitting for soldiers during World War I, Liberty of Congress. That's really interesting. I can't wait to read that article. So not only is crochet interesting, it's nice to learn about the craft that we do every day. The next page has the heart Grafghan baby blanket. And I'm just going to show you a picture of it. Again, the pattern is in the publication. So if you want that pattern, you can subscribe and you can see clearly written. There's a photo of that pattern. And then I see a little yarn maze down here on the bottom. Help the yarn find its hook. And it's one of those mazes. Let me show you some of the fun things that's in this magazine. So there's the little maze. I used to love to do those mazes when I was younger. The next page features an article on the legacy of Irish crochet lace. So here's a couple photos. And then you can read the article and look at that photo of the lace. So very interesting. So much in this that's interesting about crochet. And you have to remember, this is the first time I'm seeing it. I didn't have time to read it. I'm just trying to review it so you can see it. The next page is reusable face scrubbies. It looks like a very simple pattern. I'm looking at how it's written, very wonderfully written. And it's just a really cute little pattern. So here's a photo of that pattern. And then the next pattern in this publication is the button-up cow crochet pattern. So very wonderful, useful pattern. So here's a photo of that pattern. And again, I love how easy it is to read these patterns. Now on the next page, I'm seeing Easy Elizabeth Stitch fingerless gloves. And what I like is it's a very, very simple pattern. So here's a photo of that pattern of the fingerless gloves. And isn't that pretty? Love that stitch. And then there's a Tangled in Stitches crossword scramble. So I really like those two where they mix up all the letters and then you got to figure out what letters mean what. And it's all crochet related. So I'm just going to show you that real quick. So a little word scramble there. And then on the next page, I am seeing a featured article about blocking wearables, achieve the perfect fit. Everything you need to know about blocking wearables. And a lot of times, new crocheters, they just are a little intimidated by that. So that's a wonderful article for anyone who wants to learn how to block wearables to make sure they have that more professional finish. And then it also gives you some final tips for blocking successfully. And then on the next page, it has Tessa the Tulip crochet pattern. So it also has step-by-step photos. So I can't show you everything because, you know, this is copyrighted to the magazine, but I can show you a picture of the tulip crochet pattern. So look at that. And my suggestion is if you like this publication, I would definitely get on there and get the first issue. Because what is nice is when you collect these publications, it's always nice to have issue 1 and then have the whole series. Just wonderful. And then you can go back through your papers and just have all these patterns. Just a wonderful way to learn about crochet and have some wonderful patterns. Now, the next one I really like because I always was into my horoscope when I was younger. Not so much anymore since I'm older, but it has your crochet horoscope. So I'm just going to read mine. Mine's Scorpio, and it says, Scorpio, the intense creator, dive into challenging projects like graph-based designs or rich textures. Your persistence will pay off. Lucky yarn, dark shades like deep plum or midnight blue. Cosmic tip, learn one advanced technique. It'll fuel your creative energy. So it's nice that they give you a horoscope, just something fun. Then on the next page, it has what's your ideal crochet project. So it has a quiz, and then it tells you your results based on your answers, and then it explains what your answers mean. So something else that's really fun, just to kind of see where you fit in this crochet quiz. The next page is a featured story about Stitches of Deception. Set in 1851 Victorian London, Stitches of Deception is a 11-part mystery series exclusively featured in Crochet Nation. Follow Eleanor Fairchild, a clever maid with a talent for decoding secrets hidden in crochet patterns, as she uncovers a web of danger and deceit. Each month, a new installment will bring readers deeper into Eleanor's journey to uncover the truth behind a shocking death and her own mother's mysterious past. So if you like mysteries and you like crochet, isn't this wonderful? Then you're going to look forward to each issue to see what else is happening in Eleanor's life. So I think that's fun, something different, something new. Oh, they have something else in here that's so fun. I'm trying to look so I can explain what's in this publication. It's one of those Spot the Difference Amigurumi edition. So when you look at this, you have to try to see what's different. So I'm just going to show you the picture real quick. Can you tell what's different in the photo? So I'm only going to give you a sneak peek. You're going to have to get your own issue to find out all this information in here. The next pattern included in this publication is the Fairchild Lace Placemat. Bring a piece of Eleanor's story to life with her mother, Margaret Fairchild's lace placemat, a design inspired by the intricate pattern at the heart of Stitches of Deception. This timeless creation by Eleanor's late mother combines elegance and hidden meaning, making it a perfect addition to your home and thoughtful gift for someone special. So let me show you this photo. So here's a photo of the corner of that, and then down here you can see another photo. And I think it's fun because you can relate to this pattern based on the story you're reading. And there's even more. On the next page it says the Great Crochet Debate, to frog or not to frog. So it's just an article explaining about having to rip out your work. And what I think's cute is look at this little frog. No one likes to frog their work. And then it goes into reader stories, tales from the frog pond, frogging versus powering through, final thoughts, what's your take, crochet mad libs, fill in the blanks for a yarny laugh. And that's really funny. It's the day I crocheted the impossible. So it gives you a story and then you have to fill in the blanks with what you think it should say. So just something else that's really fun. And then on the back, on the very back, you're going to get crossword puzzle, crochet techniques and tools, deepen your knowledge. So there's a crossword puzzle. So that is my inside sneak peek of issue number 1 of Crochet Nation. I think it's wonderful that I got issue 1 and then I start from the very beginning and get all the issues, and we can see how they improve and how they keep making this publication better and better each month. So give me your thoughts of what you think of Crochet Nation. I'd really like to know. I am happy with my first issue. I think it was well worth the money. This is going to be something that I can forget about the world, the problems, the weather. Sit down, let your mind just have a nice, relaxing crochet day, glancing through the pages, having fun, filling out the quizzes, the crosswords, all these fun things, and even having the patterns. So much crochet fun. Now, I'll put a link that will take you directly to Crochet Nation's website. And again, I'm not an affiliate of Crochet Nation. I just love to promote crochet. So until next time, stay inspired and happy crocheting. Bye, everyone.